Hey there, readers and writers. Thanks for joining me again. I hope everyone's having a great day. Yesterday, you read a new article and determined the meaning of natural resources, renewable resources, and non-renewable resources. Take a quick moment and think back about what those mean. Today, we're going to determine the main idea and supporting details of the article. Remember our guiding questions? These two questions will help guide your thinking and learning throughout this whole unit of study. Why are the world's freshwater sources threatened? And how do people persuade others to take action to contribute to a better world? Take a moment and think about our article for this week and how it relates to that first question. All right, let's make sure that you have everything you need for today's lesson. Make sure you have a copy of the text, Earth's Systems, Natural Resources. Just a reminder, we'll be using this text all week and it's located in your ELA packet on page 60. You'll also need a copy of Lesson 21 and the Lesson 21 note catcher on pages 65 and 66 of your ELA packet. You're also going to need a pencil to write with, like always. Pause the video here and make sure you have all those materials that we need for today. The learning target for this lesson is I can determine the main idea and supporting details of a text. Hopefully this one's looking pretty familiar by now. All right, I'd like you to read Earth's Systems, Natural Resources with your family member, caregiver, or friend. If you'd like, you can go back to the Lesson 20 video to hear the text read out loud to you. Pause here and do your reading. Remember that a main idea is the key point the author wants you to take away from reading the text. The author often lets the reader know the main idea in the introduction or the beginning of a text or article. Now that you've read the text, I'd like you to think to yourself about these questions. What is the main idea of the article? And what are 2 to 3 supporting details? Try to think about one supporting detail from each of the different sections of the article. Pause the video here and think about these 2 questions. Now it's time to talk about the text with a family member, caregiver, or friend. The first question is, what is the main idea of the text? How do you know? Make sure and give some evidence there. And the second question, what are 2 to 3 supporting details? Pause the video here and have your discussion. Now it's time to write about your main idea. Turn to the Lesson 21 note catcher on page 66 of your ELA packet. Your task is to write the main idea of the text in that first box of the note catcher at the top, and then write 2 to 3 supporting details in the boxes below that. Try to get one supporting detail from each of those different sections of the article. Go ahead and pause here and complete your task. Nice job writing about natural resources. It's time for us to wrap up this lesson. Make sure you share your writing with someone and tell them why you chose to write what you did. Try and share how you found that main idea. Also, please remember to spend 20 minutes reading with a family member, caregiver, or friend. Let's think back to our learning target for today. I can determine the main idea and supporting details of a text. Take a few moments and think about whether you met this learning target today. We've been practicing this learning target pretty often, so hopefully it's becoming a little easier each time. Before we sign off, I want you to work on your fluency practice. Ask an adult to read the text to you and follow along. Then practice reading the text at least 2 times on your own. Try and notice how it's getting easier and quicker to read. And that's it for today. Thanks for joining and learning with me again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll be finding the author's point of view. Until then, bye-bye.